Thank you, Mr. Speaker. According to DND's annual report, the department missed 60 of its performance targets. That's 6-0, Mr. Speaker. Half of all government procurements are hopelessly behind schedule, and that record's actually worse than the year before. In addition, it hit only 9% of the Air Force Reserve recruitment targets. No CEO would be allowed to keep his or her job if they missed 60 performance targets, Mr. Speaker. Minister, are these just performance targets or are they just casual suggestions?
Hear, hear.
Honourable Parliament Secretary to the Minister of National Defence.
Well, Mr. Speaker, I'd like to remind the Liberals, after their decade of darkness, that we actually undertook some major, ambitious defence procurement projects right here in Canada. This includes modernization of our Hell-class frigates. We bought 4 C-17 Globemaster strategic heavy-lift craft, the 17 C-130J Herc aircraft, 15 Chinook helicopters, Arctic offshore patrol vessels, and our national shipbuilding procurement strategy, not to mention the Leopard 2 tanks that we bought.
For Scarborough-Guildwood.
60 missed performance targets, Mr. Speaker, is gross incompetence, but it's completely inexcusable to not support our troops. By the government's own numbers, over a third of Canadian Armed Forces, that's 1/3, say they do not believe that the government will look after them if they are injured.
Right.
Why is this government so indifferent to the needs of those who put their lives on the line for us?
Hear, hear.
The Honourable Parliament Secretary to the Minister of National Defence.
Well, Mr. Speaker, we have increased the overall budget of national defence to $19.5 billion this year. There's $900 million new dollars in the supplemental estimates this year, and the year's not even finished yet. And that's all going into new procurement. It's going into more capital projects, and it's investments in our healthcare services that are needed so desperately by those brave men and women who serve us in uniform.